SUVs have been among the best-selling vehicles worldwide for many years. They are popular because of their large size, high seating position, and ability to handle different types of roads. Many families and individuals prefer SUVs because they provide comfort, safety, and storage space. Automakers have responded to this demand by producing various SUV models, from small crossovers to large luxury vehicles. However, in recent years, some SUV models have struggled in the market. Many dealers find it hard to sell them, even with discounts and promotions. For instance, data from CarEdge indicates that models like the Dodge Hornet, Charger, and Challenger, along with the Chrysler 300 and some Ram trucks, have a high market day supply, MDS, meaning they remain on dealer lots longer than desired. This decline in sales is due to several reasons. First, the SUV market is overcrowded. With so many models available, customers have more choices, making it harder for some SUVs to stand out. Second, fuel prices and environmental concerns are pushing buyers toward fuel-efficient or electric vehicles. Traditional SUVs, which consume more fuel, are losing their appeal. Third, economic factors like inflation and high interest rates make people hesitant to buy expensive SUVs. Additionally, changing technology means older models quickly become outdated. Consumers prefer the latest features, such as advanced safety systems and digital dashboards. As a result, SUVs that fail to keep up with these trends lose their market value. We will examine 10 SUV models that dealers are struggling to sell and explain why their value has declined. Number 1. Jeep Commander. The Jeep Commander was introduced in 2006 as Jeep's first 7-passenger SUV. It aimed to cater to larger families and those needing extra seating. It shared a platform with the Grand Cherokee and featured a boxy, rugged design reminiscent of classic Jeep models. The Commander was available with multiple engine options, including a 3.7-liter V6, a 4.7-liter V8, and a 5.7-liter Hemi V8. It also came with rear-wheel drive or Jeep's signature 4-wheel drive systems. All engines were paired with a 5-speed automatic transmission, and buyers could choose between 3 4-wheel drive systems: QuadraTrac 1, QuadraTrac 2, and QuadraDrive 2. However, the demand for Jeep Commander declined due to some factors. When the Commander launched, there was a shift towards fuel efficiency. Toyota Highlander, Honda Pilot, and Ford Explorer offered more space and better mileage, making the Commander less attractive. Despite having a 3-row configuration, the third row was extremely tight and uncomfortable for adults. Families looking for true 7-passenger SUVs opted for roomier competitors. The Commander was not fuel efficient, averaging around 14 to 18 miles per G, making it expensive to run, especially as gas prices increased. Consumers started favoring more fuel-efficient models. Over time, inflation and higher production costs made new Jeep models more expensive, from $28,000 to $45,000. The Commander's higher price than competitors made it a tough sell. Additionally, maintenance costs for older Jeep models are high, discouraging used buyers. Given its drawbacks, the Commander's resale value dropped quickly, making it less desirable in the used market. Many units remained unsold, as over 200,000 units were sold before discontinuation in 2010. 2. Subaru Tribeca. The vehicle was initially announced as the B9X on November 5, 2004, at the South Florida Auto Show, and was renamed the B9 Tribeca in December after soliciting current and potential customer feedback. Subaru had planned on renaming all of its vehicles with a B, standing for Boxer, and a number corresponding to where they were in its lineup. Tribeca was added so that Subaru could leverage the vested equity already associated with the progressive style, art, and culture that the name Tribeca represents, according to Subaru President and CEO Kyoji Takanaka. The Tribeca made its worldwide debut at the North American International Auto Show in January 2005 and was scheduled to go on sale in early summer 2005 for the 2006 model year, with production at the Saya plant in Lafayette, Indiana, supplying vehicles for sale in the United States, Canada, Australia, and Chile. The car was described by reviewers as a soft roader. It featured Subaru's signature all-wheel drive and aimed to offer a premium alternative to competitors. The original model had a controversial front-end design, which was revised in 2008. It was powered by a 3.0-liter flat-six engine, later upgraded to 3.6 liters for better performance. The Tribeca was priced higher than similar midsize SUVs from number $30,000 to $37,000, like the Toyota Highlander and Honda Pilot. Over time, inflation pushed the price of new models even higher, making more affordable options more attractive. Even with an upgraded engine, the Tribeca was not fuel efficient, averaging 16 to 21 miles per G, making it costly to own, especially with rising gas prices. The original front grille and headlight design were heavily criticized, affecting early sales. Subaru attempted to redesign it, but the damage to its reputation was already done. Despite being a mid-size SUV, the third-row seating was cramped, and cargo space was limited compared to competitors. Many buyers opted for roomier alternatives. Subaru is best known for smaller, rugged vehicles like the Outback and Forester. The Tribeca felt out of place in Subaru's lineup, and many loyal Subaru buyers ignored it. Due to weak sales, Subaru discontinued the Tribeca in 2014, leaving dealers with excess inventory that they struggled to sell, as around 80,000 units were sold before discontinuation. Number 3. Nissan Juke. The Nissan Juke is a subcompact crossover SUV, B-segment, produced by the Japanese car manufacturer Nissan since 2010. Debuted as a production vehicle at the 2010 Geneva Motor Show in March, it was introduced to North America at the 2010 New York International Auto Show, to be sold for the 2011 model year, as the smallest crossover in Nissan's lineup prior to the introduction of Magnite in 2020. It is currently slotted between the smaller Magnite and the larger Kicks. Its bold, unconventional design attracted attention, and it was marketed towards younger buyers looking for a sporty and fun SUV. It came with a 1.6-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine, producing 188 horsepower. The Juke was available with front-wheel or all-wheel drive. The Juke's unique styling, especially its round headlights and bug-eyed front end, divided opinions. Many buyers found it too unconventional compared to more traditional-looking SUVs. The Juke started as an affordable option, but as new features were added over the years, the price increased from initially $20,000 to $30,000. Buyers found better value in competitors like the Honda HR-V and Hyundai Kona. As a subcompact SUV, the Juke had limited cargo space and a cramped back seat, making it less practical for families. Many buyers chose slightly larger models instead. The small SUV segment became crowded with better options offering more space and fuel efficiency. The Juke struggled against models like the Mazda CX-3 and Toyota CHR. The turbocharged engine required premium fuel, making ownership more expensive. Additionally, some reliability concerns with the CVT transmission made buyers hesitant. Due to declining sales, Nissan discontinued the Juke in 2019 after making over 1 million globally unit sales and replaced it with the more conventional Nissan Kicks, which offers better interior space and a lower price. Number 4. Toyota FJ Cruiser. The Toyota FJ Cruiser is a retro-styled mid-size SUV produced by Toyota between 2006 and 2022. Introduced as a concept car at the January 2003 North American International Auto Show, the FJ Cruiser was approved for production after positive consumer response and debuted at the January 2005 North American International Auto Show in final production form. Designed for off-road enthusiasts, it featured a rugged body-on-frame construction, a 4.0-liter V6 engine producing 239 horsepower, and options for both rear-wheel and four-wheel drive configurations. Its distinctive design included round, retro headlights and a stocky frame, appealing to those seeking a blend of nostalgia and modern performance. At its launch, the FJ Cruiser had a starting price of approximately $23,000. In its debut year, 2006, Toyota sold 56,225 units in the US market. However, sales saw a significant decline over the years, with only 14,718 units sold in 2014, the final year of its production. The FJ Cruiser's fuel economy was a concern, averaging around 16 to 18 miles per G. As fuel prices rose, consumers became more conscious of fuel efficiency, making the FJ Cruiser less appealing compared to more economical alternatives. While its off-road capabilities were commendable, the FJ Cruiser's design compromised daily usability. The vehicle had limited cargo space and rear-hinged back doors, which made rear seat access cumbersome the mid-size SUV segment became increasingly competitive, with rivals offering better fuel efficiency, more interior space, and advanced features. Vehicles like the Jeep Wrangler provided similar off-road prowess with more modern amenities. Over the years, the cost of the FJ Cruiser increased due to inflation and added features, making it less competitive price-wise. Consumers found better value in other SUVs that offered more features for a similar or lower price point. The FJ Cruiser's retro design, while initially a selling point, limited its appeal to a broader audience. As the novelty wore off, mainstream consumers gravitated towards more contemporary designs. These factors contributed to the FJ Cruiser's declining sales, leading Toyota to discontinue the model in 2014. Number 5. Ford EcoSport. The Ford EcoSport, a subcompact crossover SUV, was first introduced globally in 2003, but made its North American debut in 2018. Positioned as an entry-level SUV, it featured a 1.0-liter turbocharged 3-cylinder engine or an optional 2.0-liter 4-cylinder engine with available all-wheel drive. The EcoSport aimed to attract urban dwellers seeking a compact vehicle with SUV characteristics. Upon its US introduction, the EcoSport had a starting price around $20,000. In 2018, its first year in the US market, Ford sold approximately 54,348 units. However, sales declined in subsequent years, with only 29,193 units sold in 2022. By the time the EcoSport entered the US market, the subcompact SUV segment was already saturated with established models like the Honda HR-V and Mazda CX-3. The late entry made it challenging for the EcoSport to gain a significant foothold. Critics and consumers noted that the EcoSport's interior materials felt subpar compared to competitors. The design was considered outdated, lacking the modern aesthetics and features found in rival vehicles. Despite its small size, the EcoSport's fuel economy was not particularly impressive, with the 2.0-liter engine averaging around 25 miles per G combined. Competitors offered better fuel efficiency, making them more attractive to cost-conscious buyers. The EcoSport's cargo capacity was limited, and its side-hinged rear door was unconventional for the US market, making loading and unloading cumbersome, especially in tight parking spaces. Over its production run, the EcoSport's price increased due to added features and inflation. This made it less competitive against other subcompact SUVs that offered more value for a similar or lower price. Due to these challenges, Ford decided to discontinue the EcoSport in the North American market after the 2022 model, causing dealers to lose sales. Number 6. Hummer H3. The Hummer H3 was introduced in 2005 as the smallest model in the Hummer lineup, aiming to offer the brand's iconic ruggedness in a more manageable size. Built on a modified GMT 355 platform shared with the Chevrolet Colorado and GMC Canyon, the H3 was available as a 5-door SUV and later as a 4-door pickup truck known as the H3T. It featured a 3.5-liter inline-5 engine producing 220 horsepower, later upgraded to a 3.7-liter engine with 239 horsepower. An Alpha variant with a 5.3-liter V8 engine was introduced in 2008, delivering 300 horsepower. At launch, the H3 had a starting price of approximately $29,500. In its debut year, 33,140 units were sold in the US. Sales peaked in 2006 with 54,052 units, but declined sharply afterward, with only 6,095 units sold in 2010, the final year of production. The H3's fuel economy was poor, averaging around 14 miles per G in the city and 18 miles per G on the highway. As fuel prices rose and environmental concerns grew, consumers shifted towards more fuel-efficient vehicles. The Hummer brand became synonymous with excessive fuel consumption and environmental insensitivity, leading to a decline in its popularity during a time when consumers were becoming more eco-conscious. The late 2000s financial crisis led to decreased consumer spending, particularly on large, non-essential vehicles like the H3. Over its production run, the H3's price increased due to added features and inflation, making it less competitive against other mid-size SUVs that offered more value for a similar or lower price. The mid-size SUV market was highly competitive, with rivals offering better fuel efficiency, more refined interiors, and advanced technology features. 7. Mitsubishi Outlander Sport. The Mitsubishi Outlander Sport, known as the RVR in some markets, was introduced in 2011 as a compact crossover positioned below the larger Outlander. It featured a 2.0-liter four-cylinder engine producing 148 horsepower, paired with either a 5-speed manual or a continuously variable transmission (CVT). Designed for urban driving, it offered a smaller footprint while retaining SUV characteristics. The Outlander Sport debuted with a starting price around $18,500. In 2011, Mitsubishi sold approximately 17,722 units in the US. Sales peaked in 2015 with 36,966 units but have since declined, with 33,163 units sold in 2023. Despite minor facelifts, the Outlander Sport's design has remained largely unchanged since its introduction, making it feel outdated compared to more modern competitors. The 2.0-liter engine was often criticized for being underpowered, leading to sluggish acceleration, especially when the vehicle was fully loaded. The interior materials and overall build quality lagged behind competitors, with many reviewers noting the use of hard plastics and a lack of refinement. Over the years, the Outlander Sport's price increased due to added features and inflation, making it less competitive against other compact SUVs that offered more value for a similar or lower price. The compact SUV segment became increasingly competitive, with rivals offering better performance, more advanced technology, and higher quality interiors. These factors have contributed to the decline in Outlander Sport sales, leading Mitsubishi to consider significant updates or potential discontinuation in the future. Number 8. Dodge Journey. The Dodge Journey is a mid-size crossover SUV manufactured and marketed by Fiat Chrysler Automobile's Dodge brand for model years 2009 to 2020 over a single generation, with a facelift for the 2011 model year. The Journey was styled by Ryan Nagoti and was marketed globally in both left and right-hand drive, including as the Fiat Fremont. It featured a choice between a 2.4-liter four-cylinder engine producing 173 horsepower and a 3.6-liter V6 engine with 283 horsepower. The Journey was designed to provide a versatile and affordable option for families. At launch, the Journey had a starting price of approximately $20,000. In its debut year, Dodge sold around 47,097 units in the US. Sales peaked in 2015 with 108,085 units, but declined in subsequent years, with only 40,074 units sold in 2019. The Journey underwent minimal design changes throughout its production run, leading to an outdated appearance compared to more modern rivals. The use of low-quality materials and lack of advanced features made the interior less appealing to consumers seeking a more premium feel. Both engine options offered mediocre fuel efficiency, which became a more significant drawback as fuel prices rose and consumers prioritized economy. The Journey received lower safety ratings compared to competitors, which deterred safety-conscious buyers. Over its production run, the Journey's price increased due to added features and inflation, making it less competitive against other mid-size SUVs that offered more value for a similar or lower price. The mid-size SUV segment evolved rapidly, with competitors offering more advanced technology, better performance, and superior safety features. Number 9. Infiniti QX50. The Infiniti QX50, originally launched as the Infiniti EX in 2007, was rebranded in 2013 to align with Infiniti's new naming convention. Positioned as a compact luxury crossover, the QX50 aimed to offer a blend of performance, luxury, and utility. The second-generation model, introduced in 2019, featured a groundbreaking 2.0-liter VC turbo engine, the world's first production variable compression ratio engine, promising both performance and fuel efficiency. At its 2019 relaunch, the QX50 had a starting price of approximately $37,000. Despite its innovative engine technology, the QX50 struggled to gain a significant foothold in the competitive luxury SUV market. In 2024, Infiniti announced plans to discontinue the QX50 and its coupe-like variant, the QX55, by the end of 2025, citing a strategic shift towards more upmarket models. The compact luxury SUV segment is highly competitive, with established models like the BMW X3, Audi Q5, and Mercedes-Benz GLC dominating sales. The QX50 struggled to differentiate itself in this crowded market. Despite its innovative engine, the QX50 failed to establish a strong brand identity. Consumers often overlooked it in favor of more established European rivals. Over the years, the QX50's price increased due to added features and inflation, making it less competitive against other luxury SUVs that offered more value for a similar or lower price. Infinity's decision to discontinue the QX50 aligns with a broader strategy to move upmarket, focusing on higher-margin vehicles. The brand plans to introduce new models, such as the 3-row QX60 and the upcoming 2-row QX65, to better meet market demands. Number 10. Jeep Cherokee. The Jeep Cherokee, reintroduced in 2014 after a brief hiatus, was positioned between the smaller Compass and the larger Grand Cherokee. It featured a distinctive design with a slotted grille and narrow headlights, setting it apart from its predecessors. Available with a 2.4-liter four-cylinder engine or a 3.2-liter V6, the Cherokee offered both front-wheel and all-wheel drive configurations, catering to a broad range of consumers. Upon its 2014 reintroduction, the Cherokee had a starting price of around $23,000. While initial sales were strong, the model faced challenges in maintaining its market position over the years. In 2024, Jeep announced plans to unveil a new model by the end of 2025, aiming to capture the spirit of the discontinued Grand Cherokee LV8, which had been phased out due to low sales. The Cherokee's unconventional front-end design received mixed reactions, with some consumers appreciating its bold look, while others preferred more traditional SUV aesthetics. The compact SUV segment became increasingly crowded, with numerous models offering similar features and capabilities, making it challenging for the Cherokee to stand out. The Cherokee's fuel economy was average for its class, which became a more significant concern as fuel prices rose and consumers prioritized efficiency. Over its production run, the Cherokee's price increased due to added features and inflation, making it less competitive against other compact SUVs that offered more value for a similar or lower price. Jeep's decision to discontinue certain models and introduce new ones reflects a broader strategy to align its lineup with evolving consumer preferences and market trends. The upcoming compact hybrid SUV aims to blend the brand's rugged heritage with modern efficiency, targeting a broader audience. The SUV market has undergone tremendous changes over the past decade, reflecting shifts in consumer demand, economic factors, and industry trends. While SUVs remain among the best-selling vehicles worldwide due to their versatility, safety, and family-friendly features, not all models achieve long-term success. Some SUVs fail to gain traction in the market or gradually decline in popularity, forcing manufacturers to discontinue them. From legacy brands like Jeep and Dodge to luxury manufacturers like Infiniti, multiple automakers have faced challenges in selling certain SUV models. The reasons behind their struggles are not random, but are rooted in key market dynamics. The data and trends indicate that SUVs that fail to sell often suffer from one or more of the following issues, which includes strong market competition, economic downturns and changing consumer preferences, outdated designs and lack of innovation, rising prices and better alternatives, poor fuel efficiency, and rising gas prices.